So my name's Michael Wilson, I'm Chief Photographer at AFL Photos. I'm up here at Coffs Harbour with the Swans with Adam Curley from AFL Media as well.
Hey mate, what's your name?
Archer.
Archer, what are we doing down here today?
Playing footy.
Playing footy.
We're in Coffs Harbour, up here for 4 days for training and community camps. We've got 2 main training sessions today, Monday, and Wednesday morning as well before we head home back to Sydney. Ideally we pack on the Friday, so get that done on the Friday, and then we've got to bring everything for training, as you mentioned, but then obviously with all the community camps we've got to bring footballs, cones, sign jumpers, everything needed to kind of run so smoothly as well. So the van, as you can see, is pretty empty now, but was very full on Friday afternoon. So it's a big gig, but so far, so good.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Obviously doing a bit more than I did as a first year player last year, and I suppose a lot of our training sort of changed to what we were doing last year. So it's a new look, and all the boys, including myself, are really loving it. I suppose you always hear that if you have a good pre-season, you usually have a pretty good year. So it's only my second year and still pretty fresh, but I'm keen to take my game to a new level this year, and not just me, but all the other boys are really excited to see where this group can take this club, because we're really optimistic with what we can do this year, and we've got a great group of young players, and our older players are just showing us the way. So I suppose we're all really excited internally of what we can do.
Yeah, so my name's Michael Wilson, I'm Chief Photographer at AFL Photos. I'm up here at Coffs Harbour with the Swans with Adam Curley from AFL Media as well, just covering the pre-season camp. So my main role during the season is taking pictures of all the matches. During the pre-season I take all the team photos, pre-season camps, the drafts, the combine, all that kind of stuff. So basically a really comprehensive photographic coverage of everything AFL. All the pictures I'm taking today will end up on AFL Photos website. From there, the Sydney Swans and the AFL will grab them and distribute them on their social channels and other digital platforms.
Yeah, it's been really nice. It's good to get away from Sydney for a bit, and yeah, just kind of explore a different area of Australia, and yeah, beautiful spot here by the beach, so can't complain. It's a pretty tough session today, so there's a lot of running at the end. I'm out for a bit, so I didn't have to do all the running, but the boys were putting some hard work in. But it's beautiful being able to come straight back to the accommodation, go out for a swim, try and catch a few waves, and yeah, get the recovery in as well. It's my first AFL pre-season, coming into the mid-season draft, so it's been a challenge. Like obviously there's high workload, but learning a lot, getting to know my teammates better, and just really improving a lot football-wise.
I keep thinking this is Edo.
Now you go again. Yeah.
All four of you.
Yeah, so we're just in Coffs Harbour here and just doing a little clinic with the kids, and every section's doing something different. So it might be kicking, marking, tackling. It's always, it's just good to give back to the community. If we can give a few of the kids a laugh and teach them a couple of skills. That's what we're aiming to get out of something like today. We had a solid session this morning, probably one of the hardest we've had, and a few of the lads are really stepping up, like lots of Will Haywood and Ryan Clark and Robbie Fox have been training really well. So no, it's been really good, and the lads are fired up.
So we're on a block called Padunga. It's about 700 acres in size. So it's quite good e-ball country, but it's struggling a fair bit at the moment because of the drought. You know, there's not much pasture on the ground, and yeah, these fires have been a bit of a game changer. Friday morning we got up and trucked all the cattle out, and then the fire came through from about midday, and then we got back up here at 5 o'clock, and it was just poking through the back. So yeah, burnt through the whole place pretty well in about 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, we've been out all morning helping people that have been impacted by the fires throughout New South Wales. You can watch it on the news and see the devastation, but to actually come out into someone's property and see what the fire's done, and to be able to actually meet the farmer and his wife and his kids, and just to see how grateful they are for us to come out. It's only a small period of time for us, but to be able to give back is something that's really important to us. The organisation that we've been volunteering with this morning, they just do wonderful work. People come out and volunteer their time. There's a lot of the head people that are involved. They steer the volunteers around, and they've got so many great stories of what they're going to do. And the Sydney Swans Foundation has decided to donate $5,000 to Blaze Aid to keep up the great work they do. And for anyone out there that wants to contribute, Blaze Aid does wonderful things for people, and they're out here in the middle of the heat of the day just doing their best to help people like Stephen, the family we've met today.
We were just talking the other day, and between feeding and all the other jobs we've got to do on all 4 of our properties, there's probably at least 6 months worth of work here, and new fencing and all that sort of stuff. And the fire's only come through in three weeks ago, I think it was now, and they've already probably got 70% of the fencing back up and running and ready to put some stock back on the country again. So 6 months versus 3 weeks, it just speaks for itself, sort of thing. They're absolute bloody lifesavers.
What do you want, Lewis?
Well, obviously we didn't get to do it last year, but it's just sort of to break up pre-season where we can get away and just sort of relax and I guess bond as a team and just change things up from Sydney life. And it's been good. We got here Sunday, had a training session on Monday, a few meetings in between, and had a good session this morning. So we've got another week before we all break up for Christmas break, and then we'll have a couple of weeks off and then get back. So yeah, we're going to another solid session on Friday when we get back to Sydney, and then another hard week, and then sort of break up. Different players going different way. I'll most likely be in Perth to see family there, a bit of Christmas, and then I'm ready to crack in the new year afterwards.